hello, hi, hello, welcome to Red. So as we roll on, we're going to spend some time talking about home, family, or church, or business, or money, sports, recreation, talking about events, about artists, food, you name it. We're just going to be talking about stuff that I think one way or the other would impact on some people's lives. But I want to start off today's episode by talking about this one thing. Fear. Yes, people, fear. And I want to look at fear two ways. We could forget everything and run, or we can face everything and rise. I've been involved in production for years. I started off from very young DJing with some of my older brothers, so got into the technical stuff from very early as a teenager. Then eventually they started letting me go out on my own and stuff like that. Then I joined the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and I became one of the pioneering members of the police audiovisual unit that is still in existence today. So I want to thank Mr. Kennedy Patterson, who was the founder, for want of a better word, of that unit. He was the man who created that unit. But from very early, he drafted me in. I didn't even know what I was getting into, because at the time I was just doing sound. So I thought, okay, something with regards to sound probably I'm going to do. Next thing, I'm in a video production unit. So I had the opportunity to go and get some formal training at the then TTT, the first incarnation of TTT, under some very, very good people like Linus Pitt, Mr. deceased O'Neill Davis, deceased Alison Hennessy. At that time, I remember Lisa Wickham also being part of that, that scenario with Community Dateline, Mr. Ruskin Mark and Ashford Jackman and Errol Pilgrim and those guys. That's the time when I spent some time at TBT and I got some good training. I believe from those guys. Mr. Vitus Garcia, ace handheld cameraman, taught me a lot of the stuff that I knew. So I had this opportunity to go there. I developed this craft over the years. Eventually left the service and started my own business. And we moved from single camera. We started doing, I remember we did as much as, I think, 9 cameras. We did 9 cameras at an event. So we've done it. Lighting, stage, camera, audio. And of course, we've connected with a number of people over the years. Good people like Audio Works, Sound Company, Production One, with jazz artists on the greens. My good friend Joel Signal to Noise Morris from CNC3, and we've connected with people, right? And we've done a whole heap of stuff. As I said, from simple single camera shoots like weddings, graduations. We've done multi-camera shoots, some music videos. We've done television ads. We've done large-scale productions for major events across Trinidad and Tobago and even outside. But here's the thing with me. Most of the time, I am behind the camera, putting people in front of the camera. But now I'm in front of the camera, so I take myself from behind and I put myself in front. So, you get the point. But I was behind the camera and behind the scenes, sometimes as director, sometimes producer. I'm putting people in front of the camera to speak, to sing, to act, to whatever they have to do. Because that's what they do. I mean, you're a singer, so you're accustomed being in front of people. You're a public speaker, you're accustomed being in front of people. Here's the funny thing about it. I used to teach. I taught camera production level 1 under the National Training Agency, the Ministry Retraining Program. I've linked up with a couple of institutions and put syllabus together. And have done stuff. I'm accustomed being in front of people. I've lectured. I've done a number of things. I used to sing in a group some years ago. In church I would share and all that. So it's not a problem being in front of people, but you see the camera, there's something about the camera. And the funny thing is, even in dealing with people, sometimes I see the apprehension and the little bit of fear that pops up once the camera comes there. And I would tell them, don't be afraid, it's just a camera. I mean, look how many people seeing you. But something about the camera, I knew it was there. I knew it. But I was trying to get them to go beyond it. But I also knew that I wanted to do my own shows, because I've seen a number of people's shows and I love them. There are a lot of things about them I love, but there are a lot of things that I feel I wanted to do a little different. And sometimes to communicate that to people, they don't always agree with you, which is understandable. They are not always able to see what you are seeing and why you are seeing it. So sometimes you don't always get what you think you want. And again, that is quite understandable. But I've always had this thing, I want to do my shows. I want to do my show. Whether it's a talk show, whether it's a movie. I think probably a movie is the only thing I haven't done yet, really, in the line of video production, the type of productions. We've done documentaries and stuff. But even though I knew I wanted to do my show, my own, somehow to go in front of the camera, I'll stay behind. But how I could be behind if then I have to be able to communicate exactly what I want for the person in front of the camera. So I say, Eric, you need to stop running. Just face the thing. Get in front of the camera. And just do what you need to do. So that's a hurdle I had to overcome. Because the choice is always, do I forget this and run away from it? Or do I face this, face everything, and rise to the occasion? Before this whole COVID scenario, I had bought some equipment, set up my green screen and, like lights in and all that. Yes, we go in and do stuff. And I'll always find some excuse. See this? I'll always find some excuse not to set it up and not to. Let me give a shout out to my boy Gavin Haywood for printing this jersey. I love it. As much as this I don't know, this might be my thing for the show, red. Because I'll try as much as possible to live the name of the show red. So I'll always be in my red cap, red jersey. But you see this? Destroy excuses. It's easy to make an excuse for anything we want anytime. It's easy. It's super easy. It is super easy. You're having a little problem with you and your spouse. The easy thing is to walk away. Make up some excuse. Well, they this and them and they don't want to listen and this and they're not willing to, and as always the other person. Make an excuse. Okay, it's the other person's fault. I could walk. It's always easy to walk away, to run out, not to walk away in this. To run away is always easy. To stand up and face the monster, that is usually the challenging part. And I'm sure if you look back in your years, over the years of you've faced a number of different things, you will realize sometimes the most difficult part of the journey is actually the start. You ever notice that? More often than not, you see the start. Just to start. That's the big challenge. Usually, just to start. And sometimes that's all you need to do. Start and hold on. But at least start. Start and hold on. One of the reasons why I haven't done this in the past is because of that same reason. Okay, it's one thing to start. Oh, good, I started. So I've actually started the day. The next challenge is to hold on and to continue with this. Yeah, we will see. But at the end of the day, people, I want to just leave you with this thought. F-E-A-R. The same four letters can be interpreted in two completely opposite ways. Many times you are faced with a scenario, you are faced with a challenge, and you have two completely opposite ways of looking at it. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise to the occasion. Sometimes it takes a while before you could get there, but as long as you have the mentality and you keep sticking at it, you'll eventually rise. So I hope I was able to drop some value, something, somewhere, some little nugget that made some amount of sense to you. If you feel that way, feel free to subscribe. Please do subscribe to the channel. Please do. Right? We'll have a lot more stuff coming. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little notification bell so you'll know when we post stuff and whatnot. And I'm open for comments. I'm open to criticism. I am not perfect in nothing. I'm definitely not perfect in this, and I've never claimed to be. I just said we do a lot of stuff, but I've never said we've done it perfectly. So of course, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to ideas. I'm open to new concepts. Looking forward to hearing from you. Looking forward to reading some of your comments. At the end of the day, is all about, in some way, to help develop people, to help move people along, to help give good advice, give good counsel, but at the same time I'm open to advice and counsel as well. Alright, so see you on episode 2. Are you going to forget everything and run, or will you face everything and rise?